Well, I'm here just outside the town of Ardboe, standing beside St Coleman's Abbey from the 15th century. And I'm going to meet Pat Grimes, who's going to tell me a wee bit about this particular building.
This building is, we still call it the Abbey, but it's actually a 15th century church. There's an older stone church in the adjacent field. The first Abbey buildings would have been wooden in St Coleman's time and right through to about the 10th century when they started using stone. But people who come here always associate this ruined church with St Coleman simply because it's close to the cross, it's accessible, and it has a certain dignity about it.
Show me the oldest gravestone in this particular church.
There is one very close to here. I'm actually looking at it now. Do you want to walk over?
Yeah, let's see it.
It's just where the sun's not shining on it, Declan, but I can, do you want me to decipher it for you? Maybe
Please
you can
do,
follow
yeah.
my finger.
Yeah.
Just one person's name on it. J-U-G-Y. Juggy or Jockey, maybe the Scottish influence, Jockey.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Malloy, M-U-L-L-O-Y, Juggy Malloy, Died, D-I-E-D, D-H-E, 2 day, the figure 2, day of June, you see, June,
yes, yeah.
there's the E, 1707, which it's been there over 300 years.
And what an unusual Christian name, Juggy.
It's certainly, maybe Jockey,
Yeah.
we simply don't know. Or maybe the sculptor got something wrong, which quite often happened.
Well, Pat, we're standing looking at the Ardboe High Cross, one of the best high crosses in the whole of Ireland. Could you tell me a wee bit about this, please?
There actually is very little known about the origins of the cross, but the Abbey here in Ardboe was founded by St Coleman in 590. The cross came about 400 years later, which when the Abbey was probably at the peak of its prosperity. There are several from the same era in the north of Ireland, and they're basically called the Northern Crosses. There's a remnant at Armagh. There's a pretty good one at Donaghmore. Not as tall as this, but obviously carved by the same sculptor or from that school of sculptors. It has deteriorated, it has eroded over the years, and the panels, which are scenes from scripture, are a bit more difficult to make out now.
And could you talk me through some of the panels here? Now let me see each section.
Daniel in the lion's den. You should be able to make out the figure of Daniel in his Old Testament type clothing, standing with his arms outstretched. A lion standing on each side of him.
Yes.
See the lions clearly, you can see their legs, their tails, and possibly one of their tongues licking towards Daniel. That's straightforward. I like that panel actually because it is so simple and yet so evocative.
And we have the Old Testament on the east side, then on the west side. Yeah, we have
New Testament.
Let's take a wee look at that.
Sure. The panel below is more or less the first significant scene in the New Testament, the Nativity. So you can see 3 standing figures.
Yep.
You're getting used to the shape of the figures.
See them
and so
now,
on
yeah, they're coming to life.
Then, lower right, there's a figure kneeling or seated, which represents Mary holding the baby. And you can actually see her arms now that we mentioned that.
Well, Pat, it has been an absolute revelation talking to you about the High Cross of Ardboe, you know, and the high crosses that have been passed down in legend and story and in verse. And you know, one of my favourites is the old verse, Old Ardboe. May plenty bloom from the barn to tomb, the shamrocks yet may grow, green o'er my grave by Loch Nea's waves, or the old cross of Ardboe.